What is going on, guys? Today I'm out here with a good friend of mine, Alex Olsen.
What up?
Guy needs no introduction. We've done a lot of crazy stuff, and I gotta say, he's a tough egg to crack because I've put him in the water, we've gone diving, we've gone fishing, a lot of different stuff. Today, we are actually going crabbing. Now, I go crabbing quite a bit in Florida after blue crab, and those we catch on shallow flats. Here in Öresund, I've showed you guys this before, you're crabbing very deep water. And we have an amazing recreational opportunity here that almost nobody takes into account. You're allowed 6 traps per person. I found this old camera, and it does work. I've already checked it. It's waterproof down to whatever, it's like 60 meters. We're gonna put this inside of one of the pots. I don't think that's ever been done here in Öresund, where you can see the crabs, or like I'm getting a lot of weird stuff. I get spider crabs, I get flounder. So as I put this camera in there, hopefully we'll see what the hell is going on down there, how it looks like. One thing I want to do is I want to see the difference between having them soak for 1 night versus 2 nights. Before, I've done 1 night soaks. Sometimes I get a lot of crabs, sometimes I get nothing. With 2 nights, sometimes there'll be nothing in the trap. So I want to do an experiment. So we're going to have 2 traps. We're going to check them tomorrow, and the other 2 traps we're going to check the next day, so in 2 days. It's a deep water crab pot. It's very, very different from the ones we use in the States. It's got 2 entrances that are held up, right? And then hopefully when the crabs get in there, there's going to be bait in this little bag. These are escape entrances, right? So if this trap, like if you catch very small crabs, they can actually get out. What we ended up doing is just zip tying it to the metal floor of the trap. It's going to stay nice and solid. See here, it gets really nice and rocky. Very uneven bottom. There's another little ledge right there. So we're going to drop it right here. Yeah, we're right on it. About 25 meters, guys.
We're good.
So it's pretty deep.
70 feet.
All right, guys, we're coming up on the first trap here. Oh, taking water over the bow. I'm trying to, yeah, there it is. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is we have a lot of line on these. We have like over 100 feet of line. So he's gonna grab the buoy right there. Watch this, watch this. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive up on that line. He's gonna leave the buoy in the water. We're gonna drive up on that line. Because if he's gonna pull the whole 100 feet, he's gotta pull it sideways first. So it makes it easier if I'm driving up on it a little bit. It's still a big pull, and it's a heavy pull. So it's a good thing I got this former military guy. Not really. Yeah, he was in the Swedish army. Actually, pretty high up. He scammed his way pretty high on that.
Scammed my way all the way to Colonel.
All the way to Colonel. You want it like that? Oh, maybe the current's going that way. Maybe I was going the wrong way. I gotta be careful now because the line's underneath the boat, so I gotta put it in neutral. First trap coming up. Let's see what we got. Hold on, before you actually land it, put this towel here, guys, so we're gonna not get that trap on the boat.
When you're pulling.
I see color down there.
20-pound pot.
We got at least one, we got at least 2.
Oh, let me get this line out.
And we got a big something in there.
Let me get this line out.
All right, so we got 2 10-pointers. That's not bad. Look at the size of this one, guys. There's in Sweden where we are, there's no size limit or quantity limit for these. Now I tend to find that the females I do put back. This is a nice big male, so we're gonna keep him, and he's got nice big claws on him. There's another one in there, 2 of them actually. This one's a little small. We're gonna put that one back. Take this guy out. Little baby right there. And most people would have no idea. We're right outside of Helsingborg right here, and we're catching some monster crabs, and no one even knows that this fishery is out here and that anybody can do it. Now this is a very rusty belly one. Crabs don't have skeletons in their body. What they have is an exoskeleton. So they don't have bones. So the bones are basically the outside of the crab. And he will shed that shell, you know, a couple times a year. And it's called molting. And they actually walk out of their shell. And it looks like there's two crabs because the shell is still intact. So let's get this guy in there. We'll check one more trap. Let's get going. All right, we're coming up on trap number 2. He's got the flag. So you may think that buoy is pretty big, and it is. But we're crabbing in about 100 feet of water usually. So if you're gonna be able to crab in 100 feet of water in current that is, you know, flowing, here in Öresund we have some of the highest current in the whole world of any strait. Usually it's between 1 and 4 knots, which is a lot of current. So if you're gonna be crabbing in that kind of current, you're gonna need a big buoy, a big flag. If you have a little buoy, that thing's gonna disappear in any kind of current. Actually, as a matter of fact, the other day I went out here to check these pots and the current was too strong. So even these flags were underwater. Let me show you a clip of that right now. All right guys, so here you see, this is the problem when there's a lot of current. You can see one of my traps right there. You see the line going straight up, which means the trap is right under the boat right now. But I can't see the buoy because I was going out here to check on the traps, and it's blowing about 3,069 miles an hour. So as you can see, even on the fish finder, I could see the trap was there, but it wasn't even close to the surface, so I had no clue where like I could not pick it up. Okay, now we actually got color. It's right here. And we're gonna be not disappointed. There is a couple crabs in there. This is a common beach crab, they call it. We gotta keep her. Now these are everywhere on this ledge. Hermit crabs, and they'll give you a nasty pinch. Now he's had a bad day. Look at that. Someone did him a nasty one there. All right, so it is day 3. We're gonna be checking the pots. We've had them in for, yeah, about 2 days, 2 nights. Let's go check our traps. All right guys, so this pot here had the camera in it. So now it's gonna be interesting to see if we captured, I don't know if we got anything on film or anything worth showing, or how long the camera was even recording, but we're about to find out. So let's cruise up to it, grab the buoy, and we'll pull it up. We got crabs, boys. Woo! Damn. That is about the biggest crab that I have ever caught right there. Holy smokes, guys. Look at the size of that. Oh, that is the biggest crab that I've ever caught out here. That is a man-sized crab. Look at the size of him. And we got 3 more whoppers in there. I mean, and this is the one, guys, with the camera in it. So hopefully we got something cool on footage. All right, guys, we're coming up on the last stretch here. Oh, okay. Okay. We got something. A couple more nice ones. couple flounder. These flounder are getting more and more common. About an average size male. Look at the size difference between this one and the giant right there. I mean, that is no joke, guys. Got a little spider crab. Look at that guy. I've actually caught him pretty big. I think they call them robber crabs because they rob your bait. What a day, guys. So we've checked all 4 traps. As you can tell, the ones that were in 2 nights had quite a bit more in them, which is awesome to know. So now I know to keep them in a little longer. Okay, so what about that, guys? Had a very good day of crabbing out here in Öresund. So first, we are gonna get 2 pots of water going. So now that we have the water at a rolling boil, like we do here, one thing which I'm gonna show you guys, it's a little trick. Take some white distilled vinegar and just pour, I mean, this is 12%, so this is not anything crazy. Just pour a little bit in each one. What that does is that the crabs will have a little bit of a sweeter flavor, but also they'll be a lot easier to peel. So I always do that every time I cook crabs. Use a little bit of white distilled vinegar, makes it just a little bit better. So before you do any of your next steps, always want to rinse them off with water, get any impurities off, right? Anything off the shell. The most humane way to kill them, you're gonna just put a cleaver, like a big knife like this, right there. And this will cut off any nerves and anything. Is totally just cut off in one swoop, just like that, right? Then we're just gonna wash this thing out a little bit, because again, I'm not interested in any of that. Some people love eating the guts. I'm not a big gut eater, so I'll leave that for other people to do. So now that we have these going, we've got all of our crabs. Put a little bit of rosemary in each one. Adds a bit of flavor. It kind of just place them right out just like that. 1, 2, look at the size of that claw. Jeez Louise. That is no joke. The main 2 places you're going to find your meat is the claws and then the cluster. So let's take the big old one here. You can use a couple different things. Some people like to use like a nutcracker. Works pretty well. Some people just kind of pick at it with a knife. I'm going to show you my favorite way. So just take some paper towel, just like this. Kind of wrap the claw. And then here, we can take it off. You do not want to just be beating on it, but take a spoon and just kind of do this. Just let the spoon kind of fall and give it a little bit of leverage, right? So what you're gonna do is this. What I typically do, get some butter, go ahead and melt that butter and make a nice little dip. And it's about the best thing. I mean, it's one of the tastiest things imaginable. It's a family tradition, y'all. That's what it is. Eating crab, enjoying ourselves. Thank you guys for watching this. We'll have more videos coming up pretty soon. But this was crabbing in Öresund, so we'll see you guys next time.